It's The Legend of Zelda, and it's...
I don't know how to feel about this one. I haven't played it. I've heard mixed things. Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask were really good, so... Skyrim, the interesting thing about Skyrim is that I feel like nowadays it is best relegated to being reference material. It was a terrific stepping point for game development and the mode of games to come. But if you go back to it, it's very basic. It's very repetitive.
Yes.
I only play it now because it's like a good time waster. That's it.
Because there are movie examples that I go to where I say this movie sucks today. Like back in the day, it was a game changer. Like fucking Birth of a Nation.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, it's a horrible movie with a horrible concept, but those fucking camera angles are, ooh, oh man, I wish it wasn't attached to the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, D.W. Griffith, changed history of cinematography after that.
Yeah. And then there's, more modern. You've got Alfred Hitchcock modernizing horror and just, the cinema of being just scary. Now you've got Jordan Peele revolutionizing the horror industry and saying, hey, remember when we used to actually be fucking scary? When the industry actually used to scare people? Let's fucking do that shit again without this jump scare bullshit.
I love... Well, first of all, I want to make the statement that these are game changers, but I do feel like a lot of them still hold up.
They do.
In both the case. I still haven't seen anything by Jordan Peele. I want to, though.
Us is really good, but Get Out is really, it's phenomenal. It's just that perfect blend of...
You know what my favorite thing is? Going online and seeing white people complaining about Get Out.
Why would they complain about that?
Apparently, a bunch of insecure white dudes are like, nah, it's not. It's racist against white people.
The only reason I could see that is because they're like, why would the white people want to become black people? And it's like...
What are the rules?
Yeah, what are the rules? All I can think of is that part of Always Sunny, and then it's captioned Get Out 2016, just fake history memes.
But no, the reason why I seek those out is because it's just the movie wasn't made for you.
Yeah,
leave it alone.
Leave it alone. And
unless you can comment on the cinematography or the soundtrack.
The lighting in Get Out and Us is amazing.
I believe it.
The lighting and the cinematography, the shots that he gets.
I'm so fucking glad Jordan Peele is breaking out. I think that he is just a terrific director. Just from an outside looking in, because once again I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard and from the personality of his movies. I think that there's plenty of potential there.
There really is, and he's
him becoming the new Hitchcock.
He kind of in the modern sense with his movies and what not just the Academy but audiences are saying is that he is that it's terrifying, but it's also thought provoking. Hey, it goes back to that basic thing of what makes us scared and what makes people nowadays scared. What makes people nowadays scared is those fucking, just the tension that's there between not just class and everything, but race.
Well, yeah.
And that makes a lot of people uncomfortable and scared.
Yeah.
And so it's there, and he's done it in such a masterful way.
It's very provoking.
Oh, it really is.
And I think that's where the bad reviews come from.
Yeah. It is, and it's not for everybody. And I think he understands that. He's not expecting Well,
he understands it, but a lot of Western white audiences will just scratch their heads and be like, "What is this?
Yeah.
This
Meanwhile,
doesn't pay me a good light."
all the minorities are like,
Fuck yeah.
like fuck yeah, that's some scary shit.
But
let go.
like one of the
Peace.
and credits.
Damn it.
And I was going to say that going back to the discussion about some things that don't hold up, controversially, like with Hitchcock, like I think some of his properties still hold up, and some of them don't. For instance, the international film, I can't remember their name, but they're like an international, like they are the organization that defines good quality. They have like top 100 films ever made.
Yeah. Was it IMDb or?
No, it's like an official magazine. Let me see if I can find it. But essentially, what it would do is, it has a genuine 100 top best films, and one recently for a year won the #1 spot away from Citizen Kane, which has been the #1 spot since it came out, or at least since the organization's been around, pretty much forever.
Yeah.
And I do like Citizen Kane. I do like Orson Welles. I do think it holds up. It doesn't hold up as much for modern audiences, just because it's a little slow.
Yeah.
But the reason why I bring up Hitchcock is because Vertigo stole the top spot for a year. And to be honest, I don't think Vertigo is even close to one of Hitchcock's greatest.
No, it isn't, and I agree with you there. And I think Hitchcock's best is, and this is gonna sound weird.
Oh yeah?
I think his best is
Here comes.
Is Psycho.
Okay. That's not a controversial thing.
I
was like, if you were going to say Dial M for Murder.
Oh no. That one, in my opinion, one was worst.
Well, I don't think that's contentious either.
But I think that Psycho had the right pacing, and it had the right air of just, you're not sure, like you get the idea, like what Bates is.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of know, like,
oh
Bates
man,
is a murderer, and then when you figure out, like, oh, Bates is fucking nuts.
I love his fucking taxidermy room.
Yeah,
like that thing
scared the shit out of me.
And the angles of it.
Yeah, like, it really is just some class act. Like, that's some scary shit.
And I love that twist ending. That was like probably the biggest twist next to Citizen Kane back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, all right, what are the biggest twists? What do you think? Let's see. Sixth Sense is up there.
Sixth Sense is pretty up there. I think the worst twist I've ever seen, and Dominique might disagree with me, is Signs.
Yeah, I agree, and I agree with you.
That was
Dom.
that was
Oh no, that was like just my childhood. I just watched it. That's it.
I just don't like the twist in it.
Well,
I'm just like,
Swing away.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
God killed your wife so you could beat the aliens with a baseball bat after you soak them in water.
Right? Like,
let's talk about this fucking alien race that comes in to invade Earth.
And can't open fucking doors, for one.
Okay.
A planet made almost entirely out of their weakness.
Yeah. Like, what humans, like, going through space in their like in their Warhammer 40K ship, right? We'll just go to a lava planet full of lava monsters.
Volcan lives!
and just charge right in, saying, "Yeah, this will be easy."
The salamanders.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. I mean, not a logical race. I'll give it that.
You know who the salamanders are, right?
I'm assuming it's 4K?
40K?
40K.
Yeah, no, the salamanders are the space marines of the Primarch Vulcan, and they live on a planet that's so radioactive that their skin is black. And I don't mean like an African.
Salamander black.
No.
Like jet black.
Oh,
matte black.
yeah, jet black. And they call themselves... The Space Marine chapter is called the Salamanders. And they sit there, and they're fucking crazy. They use flamethrowers to burn everything to ash. Their main planet, where they're, where like their gene, where like they're kind of,
That's right.
where they live, is a fucking volcano.
I was going to say, like, I forgot to show you the Terraform Mars fucking aliens.
My favorite part about it, though, is they go, their Primarch Vulcan. Everybody's like, Vulcan is dead, and they're just like their main chant is Vulcan lives. Like, they're fucking nutso. I fucking love it so much. Vulcan lives.
I'm trying to figure out a stupid puzzle.
Okay, are you ready for the fucking aliens from Terraform Mars?
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Where's a good example of it? Here you go. Here's a close-up of them.
Oh, Terraformers. Yeah, I watched that anime. My favorite part is the dude who's like the electricity bug. Yeah.
Just holding the gun to the...
Oh yeah.
Oh, Japan.
Oh Japan.
Oh my god, there's a cosplayer.
Oh,
I'm upset.
Oh Japan, please change.
Japan, stop being racist. China, stop eating dogs and cats. That's all I ask. It's the minimum.
Now eating pussy is fun again. Pussy's back on the menu, boys.
Fucking... That fucking WK UK skit.
Yeah. I got a nice steaming plate of kit. I mean chicken.
Give it the wink and the nod.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask you to take
This-
that billboard down.
This looks like a chicken, a kitten McNugget. That
is
a chicken. First of all, if it's a chicken, it shouldn't be on the ground like this. He walks in and it's full of dogs.
I love the part where they're sitting there and the dude from the fucking highway safety or whatever is like,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to ask you to change that billboard.
Word.
Oh, that's not what it means. It's a reference to oral sex.
No,
that's not what it means.
Then what is it a reference to?
I'm gonna have to ask you both to leave. You're disturbing our guests.
Yes.
Well, your guests
Can
can
just
deal
deal
with
with
it.
Come on.
Swing, you fool.
Swing away.
Swing, Jack,
Swing away.
It all comes full circle.
Swing away for God killing your wife.
To warn you about the alien
Aliens.
invasion so that she could tell you what to do when the alien comes.
So that's a good question.
Nom,
Nom,
nom, nom. Did you see the
Yeah, I did. Dracula scrape and lick. La la la.
Scrape
and lick.
and lick.
La. That was horribly out of sync, but I don't care.
Regular scrape and lick.
And lick.
I love Dracula so much.
Right? You mean Blackula?
Coming up next, Dracula, Dracula 2, and Black Dracula.
Black Dracula. I love how Fee is just busting some fucking moves.
Well, she's
Doing
dancing.
the sick JoJo poses.
Meanwhile, in the background, you just barely at the top of the screen.
Oh, you know, I've broken my vow of silence. I'm going to talk now. I love you, ground. I love you, trees. I'm happy. I'm alive.
Whee! I actually like this part.
Yeah, I gotta drop some sick beats.
This game is really good for music, I like the music.
I like the aesthetic of it, genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I chose it, because like I find that the aesthetic is really, really great for, first of all, for the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
But first and foremost is because I feel like we're not going to get another Zelda like this.
No, we're not.
We're not.
And most people would argue for the better. But, you know...
I have mixed feelings.
I do too.
But, I mean, once again, in my opinion, it's better than Ocarina so far.
I don't like... Okay. This game does not feel very open.
Yes.
It feels
limited.
very constrictive.
That is true.
And the controls suck.
That is true.
But one of my favorite boss fights is in this game, and it's actually going to be my next boss I'm going to fight. It is my favorite dungeon, and it is my favorite boss fight, because it actually does... I think it's Hindu religion?
Nah,
Yeah, I
think
know
it's-
which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
It is.
I have no clue. I haven't seen this before.